Number 10, aggro. So aggro basically means annoyed and aggravated and is short for the word aggravation. It is commonly used at football or soccer matches and is shouted by patrons at the patrons of the opposing team, such as you can see here, England versus Liverpool. Such are the oddities that arise, we are dealing with a Liverpudlian origin. Number 9, baccy. Baccy is an informal way to say tobacco. It refers to tobacco that you roll yourself, and in particular, coconut tobacco. And smoking baccy instead of cigarettes you buy from the store can actually be much worse for you because the tobacco companies that sell their stuff in store actually add defectual hormones, I think that's what it's called, to numb down the effect of tobacco. Remember her? I'm sure you do. Number 8, bee's knees. Bee's knees is just a term that means something is extraordinarily amazing. It's basically a great idea, person, or thing, cunningly expressed in this little comic thanks to the generosity of Google Autocomplete. Number 7, C of E. It means Church of England and is known in the North Americas as Episcopalianism, and in the UK as the official state religion, Anglicanism. Yes, I know it's a continental, not political map. Number 6, chinwag. Chinwag refers to something or someone that's having a chat with someone else. If you were to say, it's about time they got together for a good old chinwag, you were referring to two young people who were needing a bit of silence, as emotional people around this age do. I mean, I just picked this picture because, it's an English picture, English road, stuff like that. And in my Norfolk town, being an American, I've heard that saying a lot, and it's kind of astounding to me, as it rains a lot in this town, and you won't see any old chin wagging outside because it's raining. Number 5, Chinese whispers. It's the British version of the American game telephone, in which one person whispers something to the next person, and they whisper it to the next, and so on and so forth until the message gets to the last person, at which point they blurt it out. And the message is checked to see if it's the same one they started with. The name originated when the British colonized Hong Kong, and is given to me by the generosity of the British passportation of Hong Kong, the issuing of British passports to people who live in Hong Kong. Thank you very much. I will give a link to them in the description below. It is when High Command of British versus Hong Kongese people would twist messages given from both opposing sides' leaders, and which basically led to the downfall of Hong Kong and gave it into the arms of the British people. Number 4, off license. This is not really slang, but at the end of my street in the UK, there's a corner side shop with a huge sign labeled off license, which basically means they have the license to sell booze. Precious, precious booze. This term is only used in the UK and Ireland and is displayed commonly on shop signs. The picture you see here, and here, and here are at the end of my street. Number 3, leg it. So leg it basically means to run away from something really fast and is expressed humorously in this little flash video on weeblestuff.com. Number 2, daft cow. It's basically a term you would say to someone who is really stupid, particularly a stupid woman. And if you were to drive on one of England's tiny roads, then you would see that it's really, really common to shout that at someone. But daft cow can also mean someone who's really, really stupid, such as soaking something so stupid as Mentos. Sir, with acne on your chin, you are done. Number 1, tosh. So tosh basically means it's utter nonsense. Like the bare, survivally needsy things are not luxurious luxuries. So if you were to watch a poorly directed soap opera, such as Titanic 2, you would say, oh, that's just tosh. It's absolute nonsense. It's a terribly directed soap opera. Such as luxuries we depend upon, like iPhones, Lord knows. If Apple were to stop the cancellation of iPhones, for me, the world would fall into utter chaos. I cannot stress that enough. Thank you for watching.